Noah was the kid nobody really noticed. He wasn't at the top of the class, he wasn't the star athlete, and he didn't come from a wealthy family. He wore the same pair of shoes for 3 straight years, patching them with tape whenever the soles wore thin. His clothes were simple and often hand-me-downs. Lunches were even simpler, usually just a sandwich with nothing inside but peanut butter. Other kids teased him relentlessly. They mocked the way he walked, the way he looked, even the quiet way he carried himself. Teachers didn't expect much from him either. To most people, Noah was invisible, a background character in the story of life. But what no one could see was the fire burning inside him. Every afternoon, while other kids went out to play or hang around the streets, Noah retreated to the corner of the public library. He borrowed every book he could find on business, technology, psychology, and personal development. He studied how companies worked, how entrepreneurs started small, and how innovation began from scratch. Cheap notebooks became his treasure. He filled them with sketches, ideas, and long-term goals. While classmates laughed at him for dreaming too big or called him a nerd, Noah quietly built a plan that no one else could imagine. At 16, necessity pushed him to take a job washing dishes in a local diner. The pay was low, barely enough for small comforts. But Noah didn't waste a single dollar. Instead, he saved relentlessly. After months of careful saving, he bought a second-hand laptop with a cracked screen. On that old machine, he began teaching himself web design from free online tutorials. He stayed up past midnight most nights, eyes tired, hands sore, coding and practicing until he could get things right. The first websites he built looked terrible. Clients rejected his work. Some laughed, saying no one would ever hire a kid with a broken laptop. But Noah refused to give up. Each rejection became a lesson. Each mistake sharpened his skills. Slowly, small businesses began trusting him. He charged modestly, worked tirelessly, and delivered on time. Word of his dedication spread. By 19, Noah had saved enough to rent a tiny office. It was barely bigger than a closet, but it was his. From that small space, he launched a web design company. At first, he worked alone. Then he hired one friend, then another. Within a few years, his company grew into a team of dozens, serving clients across the country. The boy who once patched his shoes now wore custom suits. The kid who once skipped lunch now provided jobs so others wouldn't have to struggle. And whenever young people asked him how he made it, Noah smiled and said, "You don't need perfect conditions. You don't need approval. You need hunger, discipline, and the courage to keep going when no one believes in you." That's how ordinary kids build extraordinary futures.